Hey everybody, this is Patrick from Wpbuilderhelper, and today we're going to go over a very controversial topic in WordPress news. It's Gutenberg. If you haven't heard of it or you're still trying to figure it out, this is going to be a video to watch because we're going to kind of do some theory crafting, talk a little bit about what it may become, what it looks like it's going to become, and what exactly is WordPress doing. So let's go over it in this tutorial. Let's find out where you're going to go with Gutenberg, what you're going to see, and what's going to happen in the future, because it's kind of a little bit scary right now. I'm not going to lie to you. So if this is your first time on this channel, we do WordPress tutorials. We do all kinds of different things. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and let's get it started. Patrick again. So let's look at what I was talking about with Gutenberg. We're going to kind of go over some details of what's going on with it, why it's a problem, what you have to look at, what you have to do, everything. We're going to test the waters with everything Gutenberg just so that you can be aware of what's coming down the pipe and what you're going to have to run into. If you're a business or something else, you need to be aware of this. What I've got currently up on the screen, I'm going to be bringing different things up on the screen, but this is actually my website that I run, and I had talked about Gutenberg back in December, and it was basically a question of, will WordPress break my site? But we go a little bit towards the bottom of understanding what Gutenberg is and what it's going to do. For those who are brand new, Gutenberg is kind of like the default builder for WordPress behind the scenes. It's what you can do to edit your pages and things like that, and they're kind of building it out much more than what anybody would have expected. And I think that that's important to note because Gutenberg is going to start doing some amazing things. So let's take a look at it right now. Let's just kind of look at it. We are inside of the actual editor for my website, and I actually do run Gutenberg. I don't mind it so much compared to the classic editor, but I kind of wanted to go over with you the changes, what it does, what's good with it. You're going to see some things on here that's probably custom to my website, but I want you to be aware that this itself is actually Gutenberg. This is the inside. Gutenberg uses something called blocks to take and arrange things. And so you can see if you click add a block, you have paragraph, text, images, list, quotes, covers, galleries, audio files, regular files. You've got common blocks, and then I've got a couple of additional blocks that I add on just for functionality. But you've got formatting blocks. You've got everything that you can think of. Gutenberg is kind of copied page builders in the sense that the blocks are made to mimic the fact that you can drag and drop things. We've kind of become a technology with Wix and with Squarespace that we want more of drag and drop functionality in our websites. People are just more, they have less time these days. They have a bunch of different things that are going on. But drag and drop is something that has to be in there, and it's becoming a mandatory thing. And WordPress, being smart, has figured out we've got to have it too. If Wix and some of these Squarespace competitors and everybody else has these drag and drop functions, then WordPress is going to be made to do that. Now, here's where things are changing. And I said this on my post, and I'll say it again. Themes are becoming useless. They're going to go away. It's a matter of time. I have actually had Lewis from Oxygen agree with me on a post before, but themes are going away. I don't care what kind of builder you are. It's happening. WordPress is getting away from themes, and this is the actual post from WP Tavern that actually explains it. They're experimenting with full site functionality with Gutenberg. So what does this mean for you? What this means for you is if you're somebody who doesn't use Gutenberg today and you don't like it, you like the classic editor, I've got bad news. This is kind of the striking blow that Gutenberg is going to be a fully functioning piece of WordPress, whether you want to admit it or not. if they're working with the fact that it's going to be a full page builder, not only does it eliminate themes, because if you have a full page builder, why do you need a theme? What would be the purpose? You could create your own theme. You could create your own 404 pages. You could create your own landing pages. You could create your own homepage. You can do everything. So why do you need a theme? You don't need a theme. That's the answer to it. And so this WordPress functionality that they're talking about, it's coming. It's just a matter of time, guys. You just really need to decide when you're going to dive into Gutenberg and how much of a part of your life it's going to be, because it's going to happen. Gutenberg is already doing it. If they're talking about adding full functionality into it, it's only a matter of time. It really is. And I hate to say that, because I know there's a lot of people out there that like the classic editor, but it is what it is. You're going to have to accept the fact that Gutenberg is here to stay. And with them messing with full site editing, you've got a whole can of worms that's being unlocked with this, because the problem is that I think WordPress sees page builders, and I don't know if they're threatened by it, but obviously someone like Elementor, someone like Oxygen, someone that's doing full page building and they're doing site-wide and they're eliminating these themes, it's just a matter of time. I mean, you've got the Hello theme from Elementor. You've got Oxygen eliminating the fact that they don't use themes. It turns off themes. Themes are just going away. They're going away. There's no reason to have them anymore. They're extra bloat. They do give you some functionality because they're obviously a set of code, a set of design styles that happen on the pages. But the fact is, it doesn't change that people aren't using them as much anymore. When you have full page builders out there that can do this and can build full entire sites, it just becomes a lot more redundant to have a theme. And so I think you need to watch for this, and I think that this is something that you need to go and check out yourself, do some reading on, because Gutenberg is speeding up production much, much quicker than I think anyone would have anticipated. And I think that WordPress is going to make it more, they're going to add more functionality to it to make it more useful for those people who are working with page builders. I think they see it as that thing that is going to bridge the gap between WordPress and users who don't know how to do anything. Users who are just used to dragging and dropping things and just saying, you know what, I want to take and I want to add an image here. I want to add this. I mean, you literally click a button and boom, there's your image. You just upload media from your gallery and you've gotten an image. Those type of things are going to become much, much more apparent as Gutenberg goes on. But Gutenberg is here to stay. So I'd recommend you take a look for that. I was looking over at some of the notes. They've obviously got the Gutenberg Times, which is a website that specifically has some announcements on the roadmap. It looks like they've got a lot of updates coming, and I would recommend you check it out.
Hey everybody, we're back. I got interrupted in the last video, so I wanted to continue the discussion of Gutenberg and kind of finish it off and give you my final thoughts on what's going on with Gutenberg and what I think you should be aware of. Just judging from what I've seen and what I've looked at just with the research and everything online, it's obvious that Gutenberg's here to stay. I understand that a lot of you loved Classic, and Gutenberg is kind of taken over that. I would say that I'm a little bit worried for the fact that we don't know what's going to happen with Gutenberg. Development has been going really well, and they've been adding a lot of features to Gutenberg, but it's still not there yet compared to like a Wix or a Squarespace or just any other place that program like that. You know, some of the other page builders that are out on the market right now are just doing a fantastic job of making it so easy to build websites and things like that. And we really don't know what Gutenberg is. Is it a page builder? Is it a theme builder? What is it going to become? And no one's quite sure what it's going to become. I think only the Automatic team and the people behind Gutenberg are the ones that know. And they're kind of just playing around with it right now just to get an idea and a feel of where it's going to be. So it's just going to take time. We're going to have to wait, and we're going to have to see what happens. It's just a waiting game right now. But hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you've liked it, once again, subscribe down below. I'll put links to everything down below that I talked about. And good luck on your Gutenberg adventures. All right, thanks. Bye.